Oh, that's loud. Working with a new set of headphones today, folks. Squirrel Nuts Aper 8, yet another pair. Let me see something here. Do we have I don't know. We got a hair or something. That is, it might be a reflection. Hey, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Seventh Son, good to see you. Monk, Balake, Rose K, Mind Games, how good to see you. Virginia, Zenwen, Jason P, Dennis, Nancy Ives, nice to see you. Jason P, always a pleasure. Hello, Amy. I had an opportunity to meet with Seventh Son. I'm sorry, with Cemetery 76, and got to turn him onto the Sonoran hot dog. Hello, Piper Lynn, good to see you. Carousel Delirium, nice to see you as well. And Alan Ballantyne, there's Cemetery. Got the ever addicting. I know, right? For a channel that talks about addiction, there is nothing on God's green earth that is quite as addicting as the Sonoran hot dog. It was really fantastic. Sue McGorlick, Susie Mack. Okay, we can do with Susie Mack. Good to see you, Susie Mack. Good to see you, Brandon Calloway. Still fighting the good fight. I'm glad that you're here. So this is normally the time of the week where we let our hair down, and we do the we're going to have fun on the Saturday thing. Hey V, good to see you. Glad that you're here. I was talking with Alan Ballantyne earlier. He was, I think he misses some of the beauty of the United States of America. You know, some of it's a little rugged, but the fact is that you can get a really good cup of coffee whenever the heck you want, and that goes big when you're coming from another country. So now he has actually found himself a good solid connection for Starbucks in Australia. He'll probably need a third job to afford the coffee, but he's good to go. All right, everyone. This is normally a trivia day. We're not going to do a ton of trivia today. We're going to fart around with it a little bit, but I wanted to start with the painfully obvious. This Tommy guy is a jerk, man. This is an issue, right? This is absolutely an issue. This captain is a jerk, and it's something that rears its head, you know, and it's rearing its head pretty heavy right now. Let me hello, Allison Stacy, good to see you. Let me try to bring everybody up to speed a little bit on we've talked about this a lot lately. We're growing, and it is what every single person in the world wants to happen. Cat. You may see Squirrel. We have a child in the house right now that's visiting. So there's an excellent chance that Squirrel might be hiding. So yeah, we may or may not see the cat. And I thank you for saying, hey, that Tommy's not a jerk. But you know what? The truth of the matter is I am. All right, I am. And I apologize to all of the people that along the way I am probably going to ruffle the feathers of. Oh, nice. Someone's delivering something. I'm going to ruffle some feathers, and I'm going to have to do things that that are not going to make everybody happy, man. Right? It's just not going to work that way. Hello, Lolo 0708. Hey, from Agua Dulce, California. Is that Agua Dulce? I'm not familiar with that. Not sure what part of Cali that is in. Reefer, good to see you. So here's how it works, people. In the very beginning of this channel, and we've done this before, but we're going to do it again because I think it's important. In the very beginning of this channel, I wanted to do a meeting that I could come here and I could talk about my sobriety, and hope that in the process of this, it was going to keep me sober. It was going to keep me here every day, showing up and doing these questions. Choose one of these two: the Raven or the Telltale Heart. Current votes: 2 Raven, 1 Telltale. I will vote officially for the Raven. Let's see here. Carol Klingon says, hi, guys. I'm watching, but I'm not going to chat. I'm in a local B&G eating the best fish tacos I've had since leaving Southern California. Oh, man, I love fish tacos. Good for you. Hello, bud. Good to see you, bud. So as we've talked about, people, 2 years ago when I started this, we wanted to build a place that we could. We wanted John Doe, by the way, votes for Raven as well. So it looks like Little Old Lady on Wheels. Agua Dulce is in Santa Clarita. I'll be darned. We saw Smokes. Good to see you. Sometimes you have to be a jerk when you're the leader. It will be fine. Well, that's a nice thing to say. Thank you. Here's what it comes down to. I don't want to be a jerk in any way, shape, or form. I don't. I want everybody to get along, and I want everybody to be pulling in the same direction. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen, and that's just the nature of the beast, right? Very often, when you grow this fast and you bring in that many people, there's a lot of people who sort of want to see the boat go in one direction or another. Or we all can get along on this, people. We all absolutely can get along on this. We're going to have a lot of laughs. We're going to have a lot of giggles. I am going to talk about things that are going to benefit us. The Raven is killing it. The Raven should. So everybody, please vote for the Raven, because I want that to be the first one that Carousel Delirium does. If you have ever heard her voice, it is absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to having some stuff up there that we can listen to. She does amazing stuff. Has the perfect voice for it. RT Firefly. Well, hello. Good to see you. Glad that you're here. Truthfully, I am Vixen. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you. Yes, if you want to see the cat, then you better hit the like button. There will be no squirrel if we don't get a ton of thumbs ups. So, a couple of things are happening. Tonight, I'm going to be attempting the very first members only chat. It's going to be something I'm going to be doing slightly later in the evening. It's more of a test run than anything else, but we're going to get this thing rolling. And if it works, and I do believe that it is going to, then we're going to start seeing these things several days a week, which I'm pretty excited about. Hey, all, and hey, Tommy, first time I've made a live. Wow, it's just Jess. Perfect timing, Jess. We're so glad you're here. Saturday nights are laid back. If there's anything on your mind, feel free to bring it up. Hungry cows, says Lady J. Not sure the reference, but I'll take it. So we let our hair down. We screw around. This is not the night that we talk about sobriety and things of that nature. But make no mistake, people, the goal of the lifeboat is to make sure that as many people as possible find out that it is within the realm of possibility to get sober, right? It is possible. Jack Spear says, cool hat. Reminds me of that hat worn by Alex, the lead in The Clockwork Orange. You are not the first person to say that, actually. Big fan of that film. I think that was probably Stanley Kubrick's best work. Does anybody disagree with that? I know that there are a lot of people that really dig what he did with Full Metal Jacket. I thought that was fantastic. Really good stuff. I didn't like Eyes Wide. What was it? Shut, open, sideways, eyes wide, shut, eyes wide. Whatever. I didn't really dig that one. That was the weird one with the not particularly tall leading man, Tom Cruise. Clockwork Orange is amazing. It really, really is. It's quite a book. Having boundaries doesn't make you a jerk, good sir. No, it doesn't. It's how I deal with people that makes me a jerk. And I'll admit that. And that's why I'm here today. This channel has become the most important thing in my life. Eyes wide shut. Thank you, Full of Hope. This channel has become the most important thing in my life. I don't mean above sobriety. I don't mean above family, right? Nothing like that. But when you start to go through and go down the list, this is the most important thing in my life. And for a lot of reasons, there are a lot of you who think that it is the most important thing in my life because it is going to, to make me famous, and I'm all out for that fame and fortune. I'll be honest with you, people. What I want this channel to do is replace me. Honest to God, I do. I want this set up. Candy corn for dinner. There's a man that gets it. I was eating a little candy corn a few minutes ago. Make no mistake. I want this channel. Quiet girl, good to see you. I want this channel to help as many people as possible get sober. I also want it to be I want it to be fun. I want people to enjoy it. And when I move on, I want it to survive without me. I would like this to become a legitimate way that people get sober, right? Certainly the steps worked for a lot of people. It doesn't work for everybody. And I want this to be that for people. I also want people with who are struggling with not just addiction, but also with with some mental problems as well, some mental struggles. I want this to be someplace where the connection can help everybody. That's what I want. And I'm going to, short of selling my soul, do just about anything to make that happen. Not at the risk of the boat, but for God's sake, I've come on and I've asked for a little bit of latitude, and a lot of you have given it to me, and a lot of you have emailed me to tell me that boy, they don't like how this is being done, or they don't like how that's being done, or they don't like how these people want this change. Or this needs to be a safe place, and it is. It really is. There are a lot of people who come here and have a very easy time sharing. Michelle Fry, good evening. I do have a question. Could you do me a favor in the future, everybody? 2 ways to guarantee that I answer a question. One is write question, big as hell, right before it. Then I see it, because if it comes by fast, I'll catch it. If not, put $1 on it, because those cannot slide by. But just put question. You don't have to pay anything. Just put question big, and I will see it. I do have a question. I'm hoping you or someone else may know something else. I'm considering getting an emotional support dog. Do you know the process of doing this? Did everybody catch that? Because I don't know the answer to this, Michelle, but I promise you that somebody here does. I guarantee it. In fact, I know somebody from SPTV that absolutely knows how. The Serge was there, Serge Del Mar, and they were explaining the whole concept. But someone here will may be able to answer that, but I do not know how. A safe space for the lifeboat and your legacy. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I would like. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd like there to be a legacy. I would like this to live on beyond me. Not so much because I want fame or fortune, because when you're gone, that's not such a big deal, is it? But what I would like is for there to be someplace that people can come, and this is just going to be such an accepted way of how people get sober that it'll be second nature. You know, it's rather easy, more than I would have thought, being sober of mind. Piper Lynn, it helps a lot. Hey, Tampa B, not man, good to see you. Piper Lynn, this is I will tell you that I think one of the reasons that you're finding that is because you're surrounded by people who are on the same page. It's huge when you are surrounded by people who all are pulling in the same direction, and that direction is sobriety. Then it's going to make the process easier. It really is. If you step away from whether it's the boat or 12-step or any kind of a group thing that you're going to, you'll notice really quickly that when you step away, all of a sudden you're creating a more difficult situation. It really does help to surround yourself with people who all want the same things. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am growing the mustache back in. It was an accident, you see. Michelle Fry, according to Ian DeBow, all dogs are emotional support animals as long as they are well-tempered and behaved. They are 100% not a service animal. I don't know if that means that I don't know how the paperwork works or any of that, but Ian says that they are all able to be. Well, awakened by the looking glass, I'm glad that you're here. Please sit back, relax, and listen. And I hope that you hear something that that makes. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Alan Ballantyne, because Alan Ballantyne thinks that he is funny, and I'll tell you something. He really is. If you could have seen Alan, how well he took that fall and that shot to the head. He was not to harken back to the Kennedy assassination, but he was kind of on a rock that sort of had a kind of a grassy knoll to it, didn't it, Alan? And he sort of slid off of this grassy knoll and smacked pretty good. He took it like a pro. Legends never die. You hear that, Alan? You're set. Hold on one moment. Avid, rabid, crazy animal lover. Nothing wrong with that, huh? Nothing wrong with that. Sam is an anxiety producer dog. I don't know. Ian DeBow says, get a golden retriever. And you know what? I don't know that that's necessarily such a bad idea. I have had tremendous luck with golden retrievers. I have always been of the firm belief that they are the kindest of dogs. I don't think in a lot of cases that they may be the brightest. No offense. My dog Cosmo was bar none the dumbest dog ever, but he was so sweet. He really was. He was just such a sweet animal. I obviously have a thing for cats, but I do like dogs. Tommy, way better than the alternative. Love you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. The boat is a lot bigger than I am, and it has been a lot bigger than Mark Wages, and it's been a lot bigger than Heather Joy. The boat would not be where it is today without Mark Wages and without Heather Joy. There was a huge amount of effort that was put in by both parties, and at the expense of life. You know, you guys see people pop on and do an hour of live chat, but there's a lot that goes into it, and a lot of time spent. And I know that the sacrifice that Heather Joy and Mark Wages both put in to help the boat be where it is at today is something that you really can never thank someone for. Why did you shave if you're growing it right back? Says AC. Okay. I have a very fancy set of clippers, right? And that distance between the mustache and the nose can drive you insane, right? It starts, so during the show, I do this one and it starts driving me nuts. And then, you know, my troll team will be like, he itched his nose 36 times in the last video. So I thought I'll trim it up a little bit. And as I tried to go and get the trim, I kind of cut this V shape in it, which, you know, picture that psycho from Germany. Mine was the exact opposite, right? There was like this gap missing. So I thought if I take it really low and I kept trimming it, you know, you do that and you just kept trimming it and kept trimming it. And the next thing you know, there was no mustache left. I am growing it back because more people have said, please grow it back. I like it. I like not having it, but the popular consensus is that people would prefer if I got it back. My dog let me come on YouTube tonight in trade for a squeaky chicken. Fantastic. As long as you cut a deal. With Squirrel, it's treats. Michelle says that she says, thank you for the response. I stay in hotels a lot for work, and I believe if the dog is registered as an ESA, I won't have to pay any additional deposits to have it with me. You are correct on that. I happen to know that. I once took a cat with me when I was a public speaker. I would take little like disposable kitty litter trays, and I would take a cat on the road with me. Cat named Alice. That was just a great animal. But if when you are done with the boat, don't you dare leave early. But when you are done with the boat today, if you Google, you know, how do I take my dog and make it a registered emotional support animal? I have been hit with that. That has come up in my live feed. So there is someone out there that is doing an explanation on it. And he actually came on to say that absolutely any animal can be an emotional support animal. It doesn't matter size. It doesn't matter what kind of animal. So I think if you Google that, you'll have some success. And I love that you're going to be bringing your dog to the hotels. That's awesome. Chris, 1010. Emma, new member, looking fantastic in green. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. If you have questions for Tommy, put the word question in front of your chat so that he may see it better in the chat. That is an excellent idea. Thank you, Carousel Delirium. I really do appreciate that. There's Tampa B Not Man. We're all jerks in some ways. We're human beings. Thank you, Tampa Bay. All of us have moments. Because of the direction that I am going to be doing a very, very large interview next week. It's not next week, it's the week after. It is going to be in the ballpark of 2 to 3 hours long. It is going to be with someone who is fairly well known. This is going to be a very good thing for the lifeboat. It's going to be a stepping stone for us that's going to be huge, and it's going to bring in a lot more people. It is more than likely going to highlight the boat more than any other collaboration that I've done in the past. And I'd love to tell you all about it. I can't, but I will be telling you about it soon. It's going to happen in the next 2 weeks tops. I don't want the common misconception that this is about trying to see just how cool I can become by, getting myself on as many different platforms as I can. I'm trying to build the boat is what I'm trying to do. And I promise you, people, the day is coming. Cheweenies are the best. I love Cheweenies. The day is coming, people, where I'm going to step away, right? I'm building the boat. I'm not building Tommy. I promise you, when I step away, that's going to be very obvious. But what I am doing is trying to build this boat. I want this to be a place that I in the future, I want someone to say, oh, I'm 6 months sober. And they say, really? How'd you do it? Oh, lifeboat. I want it to be one of those things that when people say, I went to AA, I want to hear the lifeboat the same way. And I want people to just be like, oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's not about me. Whether you want to believe that or not, it's not. It's about it's about sobriety. It's about the lifeboat. And it's about there needing to be a system for people like me and for people like you. And I don't want to treat anybody bad in the process of making that happen. I really do. Robbie says, I think Tommy looks great without the facial hair, but I know that I'm in the minority. That's okay. If you're a loud minority, I really would prefer not having it, to be really honest with you. I kind of like not having it here, Piper Lynn says, Heather Joy rocks, and she does. I am really hoping that that Heather is going to be building a channel that will be under the umbrella, as part of the family of what we do here, and that we can do everything within our power as not just a channel, but as every single person on here to make sure that that is supported in whatever she decides to do. I am of the firm belief that done correctly, we can get that. We can get anybody up and running and monetized in a matter of a month or so. She did talk about wanting to do her own stuff. We're going to see what that shape that takes. I'm waiting to hear back on that now. Tanya Womack. Good to see you, Tanya. I don't know that I've ever said hello to you. If I have, I apologize. The old gray matter, it is not what it used to be. ZZ Top. Yeah, I love ZZ Top. My wife told me she would disown me if I shaved my beard. Wow. There was a time in my life where if it could have just been that easy, it would have been like, razor. I'm kidding. In both cases, it wasn't like that at all. I cost those marriages. They didn't. Thank you for answering. Both looks are cool. Totally relatable story of how it got that way. You just get stupid sometimes with anytime where you can trim little things. Like I've done the same thing on where you're trimming up a hedge. You know what I mean? And or you're pruning back a tree and you cut a little here and you cut a little, and the next thing you know, you're like, holy hell, it looks like a toothpick by the time you're done. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She said Felix was home alone for 20 days when she was in the hospital after her wreck. I'm sorry, Amy. That's awful. It's awful for Felix. I remember my Chewini freaking out. I was in the hospital for close to 2 weeks with C. Cardiff, and when I came home, I've never heard an animal. It was technically my ex-wife's cat, but I mean a dog. But this Chewini just started to yelp. It made me feel so fantastic because she was so happy that I was back. It was kind of cool. Question. Let's see. I got to blow this up because my eyesight is. Question. Tommy, got to ask. Monk, tape. I do not have it yet. However, I really have narrowed it down to one box, and now what I've got to do is go through that box so that I can find this because it really is amazing. Tanya Womack says you can register right online. I assume that means for the support animal. I hope that's what that is. For those of you who don't know what I am talking about, I went to a bachelor party when I was a very, very young man, and we partied for a couple of days at this guy's bachelor party. It was when MDMA was legal. It was a debaucherous party, and we ran back into our office because we were going to go get lunch. And as I was walking away from the desk, the phone rang, and I shouldn't have picked it up because I was under the influence. And good evening, peace lady. I really should not have picked this up. Right? It was a bad idea. But as I picked it up, the person asked me a couple of questions, and you know, back in the old days, the machine would continue to record. Well, this continued to record, and the person asked about a sailboat, and at one point, I just said, "Monk, monk, 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 monk," and I said it like 6 times, and then went, "Good Lord, I'm sorry. I'm obviously going to have to call you back when I know what I'm talking about." And I hung the phone up, and we went to lunch and forgot about it. And when we came back, my brother Johnny says to me, "Oh, we have a message," and he hit it, and there it was, me acting like a complete and utter idiot recording. The Scoville brothers are going to be living in Arizona. I can already see your mom's eyes rolling. My mom's eyes have permanently rolled at the concept. So at this point, you just see white. No, she's very much looking forward to running into Johnny again. And if Johnny does decide to live here permanently, he's going to be checking out places. I hope that he does. I think that this would be a great spot for him. And we could do a lot of content together. And it's so much fun doing content with my brother. So a pet spider could be a emotional support animal. Goddess Divine, I absolutely love you. And I'm putting this up there because I love you. But any such talk about spiders being support animals, that's uncalled for. You may not have a full appreciation for just how much I dislike arachnids of all kinds. Spideys. I don't do them. They're horrible. In fact, I got to take that down. I don't even want to read it. Isn't that awful? It's terrible stuff. Eesh. But yes, any animal in theory can be a support animal. And I will bet you any amount of money that there is somebody out there who has filed the paperwork to have a tarantula as their emotional support animal, because that's how people are, right? Bucking the system. So to back up on your question, I am going to find that tape, I promise. And when I do, I will play it. The monk thing will, it really is one of the funniest things ever. Looking forward to that interview. It sounds interesting. I'll give you another little hint, because I'm not sure how much of this I'm supposed to be letting out. But it was fun because I said, you know, what are we going to be talking about? What would you like me to weigh in on? Because I am for better or worse, I'm the prison expert, right? I'm the guy that comes on and tells you about prison. Sad, but that's, you know, what happened in life, I guess. And I said, you know, what am I going to be weighing in on? What's going to be the subject matter? And this person was like, you're going to be the subject matter. You know, this is a show completely. And I've never done that. I've never had that opportunity to go on and go that route. Of course, my demands were the way that I would do this is only if it's going to be a real push for the lifeboat. You know, I want this to build the boat into something bigger, you know. You'd need a note from your doctors saying why you need the dog for emotional support. That's Shylock's psychic knife. I did not know that to be the truth, but I have no reason to doubt you. Lady J, looking good and green. Thank you. Like people walking their pit bulls through grocery stores. Yeah, you do see some big animals that are that get used that way. The seventh son. How long does it take you to come up with these? You make me laugh every night. How cool is that? That's got to make you feel good, seventh. Well, they're dad jokes. So you got to figure these have been probably recycled from at least one dad, maybe a couple of generations back. Could have been several. Tampa B, I love your cat. The avatar that you have is just such a fantastic looking kitty. I had an American bulldog, hot mess, allergic to oxygen. She's one of my soulmates. They make a lot of noise, those animals. They really do. There you go. ZW says she just told him it was a support animal every time and never really got into any trouble. Goddess Divine says spiders are cool. Boy, we were doing so good, Goddess Divine. Now you have officially freaked me out. I'm a wimp. I really am. I am a wimp. I do not like them. They scare me. Really scare me. I didn't get sober to be miserable. Good for you, man. I didn't get sober to be miserable either, New England Coast. I got sober so that I would no longer be miserable. That for me was what it was. I was sick and tired of requiring a chemical to feel okay. That was what it is, and I was also tired of realizing that that I was coming up short with everything that I was doing. The potential was there, but I was doing nothing. Tanya Womack 2.0 says U.S. service dog registration free. Hear that, Piper Lynn? Tanya Womack seems to have the answer to this. Can you build an ark? I have been joking quite a bit lately about the. I am really looking forward to a shirt that says we're going to need a bigger boat. The old reference from Jaws. I think that would be fantastic. I really do. Question. Lost my husband of 48 years. I'm very sorry for your loss. And 7 months later, I lost my only child. She was 29. This was 2 years ago. People are saying, get over it. How do I get over it? The people who tell you to get over that are asses of biblical proportion. They're asses. You do not get over things like this, nor should you, right? 48 years of marriage to your husband, obviously, that was the love of your life. You don't get over that. To lose a child at any point in your life is not something that you're going to get over. What we want to do is we want to learn to live with it, not get over it. It's never going to happen. But learning to live with it is possible. And you're going to get to a point where, I really love the illustration because I think it works so well. But my dad used to joke. It was a line from an old sports movie, but he used to joke about how baseball was a simple game. You throw the ball, you hit the ball, you catch the ball. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes it rains. And this was something my dad used to joke about all the time. And then I remember after my dad died, and I would call my mother and say, how are you? And she would say, you know what, it's raining, or it's sunny. There are days that are going to be very, very difficult. First of all, don't feel like you have to get over this. Don't feel like there is a time table or a schedule that by 6 months you should be fine and going out and having fun and doing that. All of that is bupkis. You need to heal at your own rate. What I can tell you more than anything in the world is the more time that you spend with people who understand your pain, the better you're going to be. Because as human beings, when we try to work through something, one of the first things we do is we try to explain the pain. We try to explain the loss. We try to explain the addiction or the desire or whatever it is that's destroying us. You can't explain that to somebody that doesn't understand. You can't. But if you were to talk with people, and you're going to find plenty of them in the lifeboat who have lost significant others, or if you want to talk to people who have lost, their children. I can think of one off the top of my head right now who's lurking today. She's not going to be commenting, but there are so many people on the lifeboat who have been through what you are going through right now, and they can start talking with you, right? They can start saying to you, I know what you're going through. There's nothing worse in the world than when someone says, I know what you're going through, and they don't, right? You see stupid things like this all the time. You say, you know what, I got diagnosed with cancer. I've got this, this, and this, and someone goes, "Oh, I know what you're going through." You know, my best friend's wife's brother got cancer. So how the hell do you know what I'm going through, right? It's something that we say as humans that we shouldn't. I have no idea what you're going through. I know loss. I've lost people in my life before, but I don't know what you're going through, and very few people do. If you talk to people who truthfully understand what you're going through, then you can just begin to talk about, uh, how one moves forward, not moves on, because you're not going to, and you shouldn't. That would be really awful. Wow, first live, 6 years sober. Found you on Ron's channel. We like you anyway. We're not mad at you that you came over here from Ron's channel. I'm kidding. I was talking with someone today, or leaving a message with someone today. When I met Ron, we had 3,800 people on the lifeboat. Now we have over 10,000. And the next interview that we do is probably going to be the biggest in terms of really giving a jump start to the lifeboat. I was successful in my interview and trial for this job of packing tiny insects into containers to be sent off for medical research. I boxed all the ticks. That's absolutely awful, Seventh. You didn't work on that one long. I love you, brother. Not your best work. ESA dog, I think I can help you with this. Quiet Girl says, Michelle, emotional support dog, I think I can help you with this. My experience has been, if Quiet Girl says she can help you, she can. Quiet Girl is amazingly efficient. I was invited on a show based on Quiet Girl reaching out and making that happen. It was a huge benefit to the show, and can't thank Quiet Girl enough for all that she does. And that's all of you, but boy, she really goes above and beyond. Life without support equals the life you already had. Wow. Huh? Wow, what a great comment. A life without support equals the life that you already had. It's what got us addicted in the first place. Am I wrong? Right? It's the absolute proof that the opposite of addiction is connection. Hold on one moment, people. Hold on one moment. Hold on. No idea what that's about. Sorry, people. Every once in a while, you got to make sure that it's not somebody that. Pretty funny though. Pretty funny. So now this evening, emotional support animals. Please get with. Please reach out and get with Quiet Girl, because she absolutely will help you. I promise you, she will. Lady Spellbreaker. Lady Spellbreaker, if this were anybody else, I would feel very uncomfortable saying this, but Lady Spellbreaker and I have been very, very, we talk a lot. We do an awful lot together. Lady Spellbreaker knows what it's like to lose a child, and is working through it, and has been very vocal and very supportive in helping other people work through it. I would say that is a great resource. If you're struggling right now because of the loss of your 29-year-old daughter, these are the kind of people who can really help. Their honesty and their openness just really goes a very long way, a very long way. Sorry. Let me see what we got here. Boy, it just... After 30 years, my husband finally shaved his stash, and my facial skin has finally recovered. The old sandpaper, the old sandpaper thing. Get a dog. Support it in all ways except emotionally. Oh, good to see you, snot face. The chat is flying. I apologize. I know it's going very, very quickly. I have a mustache long enough, and the size of your upper lip is really odd to look at. Have a mustache long enough, yes. If you when you take it off, you always get this feeling like, oh my goodness, my upper lip just does not look right. You get used to it after a couple of days, though. USA dog registration is free online. Did you see that? Thank you, Tanya. Next month on the 12th, will be 6 months sober, and it is the 1 year anniversary of my breakup with my girlfriend. 6 months. Chili Phil, stay. That will get you the official lifeboat participation trophy. You know it's official because I said so. I'm sorry, people. I've been permanently stuffed up now for going on about 2 weeks, and I apologize for that. I don't know whether it's the holidays or what it is. Getting my driver's license back after I lost it 19 years ago for a DWI. Do you know the number of people who have come on the lifeboat since we started who said, I just got my license back? That's such a huge thing. It really is. I mean, maybe the rest of the world takes that for granted. I remember what a big deal that was for me when I got out, and all of a sudden, in fact, I came here and I showed it to you guys. I held it up. I was like, look, I'm legal. I have a driver's license. It's a huge thing. Congratulations. My Cheagle loved me. I miss him. Been over a year. Cheagle, like a Chihuahua and a Beagle. I could see where that would be a great mix. I'm sorry for your loss. I mean it. CK, you will have to get with Heather Joy on that. I do not know what that is, what Heather is going to be doing in terms of time. I reached out to her today, and I'm waiting to hear back from her in terms of exactly when she's going to be doing what she's going to be doing. We would like to make a big deal of it when that happens. So when she goes live the first time, I'm sure what we'll do is the boat will go live first so that we can actually just move the entire audience onto her platform. There's a button you can do that on. So if there's 170 people in the live chat and we're sitting and talking, all of a sudden we will just be in her live chat instead, which I think is a really a cool new piece of technology. If you're really trying to get somebody to, to build fast, that's a great way to do it. I'm thinking of buying a Greyhound, but not sure what the missus will say. I'd better run it by her first. All right, that's better. That one was better. Yeah, way to go, Chili Phil, man. Congratulations. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Well, ZW, thank you for listening. I know sometimes that Zona, like all animals, sometimes they're a challenge, but we do appreciate you listening. I love it, Ray Ray. Ray Ray says he may start a YouTube channel. I would love to point as many people as possible. Same kind of thing. If there's anyone here who is thinking about that, this new deal where it's the coolest thing in the world. I could take the entire crew right now and just move them over to who's ever doing a live feed. And we do want to see this become a thing. We would like to see more people. Maybe you want to do a channel that is just alcohol, or maybe you want to do a channel that is just gambling, or whatever the case may be. There cannot be enough of what we're doing. There cannot be enough platforms that are supporting people like this. Amy says, all it takes to make your pet an emotional support animal is a note from your doctor explaining why you need one. Well, that seems pretty cut and dry if that's the truth. Oh, peace, lady. Thank you for sharing. It happens. It definitely happens. Um, Felix is my emotional support kitty. Love it. Yes, when Mr. Ray is getting ready, hopefully he will let us know, and we will make a big deal that all of you, if anybody is getting a show up and off the ground, please let us know about it, and we would be very happy to promote anybody from within. Right, we would like to see all of the people on the lifeboat, supporting one another, and the more channels there are, the more times during the day a person can just say, I'm going to go and talk right now and get some support. That's the best possible case scenario, people. That's what we're looking for. It really is. So, oh, Sandy, I'm sorry about your loss. $117 in the chat. I'll tell you something, people. There was a day where we just dreamed, of breaking 50. And then there was a day that, we dreamed of breaking 100. And at this point, the dream is that we're going to continue to build the lifeboat. And we're going to meet all kinds of different people, because every time we bring in a new crew, that crew is going to be just slightly different than the previous one, right? Oh, I think that your palate, Mr. Ray. Look, you put your face right over that and smelled it, people. If you haven't gone back and watched that, Alan Ballantyne can tell you just how bad that was. It was the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. And he put his face right over it and went, like, took these huge draws off of it. And as we were driving away later, we went to a little convenience store, and he said he had a name for it. He'll probably put it up there, but it's overwhelming your olfactory senses, right? So you hit, you overload the senses to the point where it won't bother you anymore, I think, is what he would is how he was describing it. That's not a concept I like even thinking about, but I think that my brother, he's been to Arizona before and has had a pretty good time. So we'll see what it looks like once he gets here on a more full-time basis. I want a support rhino. I could recommend 2 or 3 by name, but bump. Rescue a Bichon and always inspire fear. The Bichon Frise, are those the ones that are like white with? They almost look like what do you call it? Like a poof, like the thing you would scrub your head with in the shower. See that? Wendy gets it. Not a fan of Spidey's. I don't look. Neek likes jumping spiders, right? Because what could be more scary than a spider, except maybe one that could jump on you? That would just be lovely. Yep, she gets it. Arachnids are not classified as animals. I did not know that, but according to Seventh Son, arachnids are not classified as animals. Are they classified as aliens? Because I'll be honest with you, they look like they may have come from another planet. Lady Spellbreaker says, I let spiders live in my house. I let squirrel live in my house. And even that I find a little frightening. Hey, they're lovable, says Full of Hope. Well, you go ahead and love the heck out of them, Full of Hope. You got my permission. All right. In fact, you can do a little extra loving for me. How would that be? You love them? Go ahead and throw them a little love for Tommy. Lady Spellbreaker, reach out to me. I'd love to do that with you. I really would. I'd love to do that to you. And we could do it. Yeah. So this one time at band camp, like that kind of a thing. I don't do spiders or nope ropes. Nope ropes. I don't know what a nope rope is, but I don't like spiders. So a mantis did egg sack on garbage pail lid inside. I released her from a can earlier. Yeah. My goodness. As Alan Ballantyne says, yep, most spiders, as this is his country right here in a nutshell, isn't it? He says, most spiders here are not nice. In fact, everything here will kill you. They've got a tree that you can't even brush up against. Are you familiar with this? You all you have to do is actually rub up against it and it can kill you. Hello, Angela. Laughing at nope rope. I wish I knew what nope rope was. Is that in reference to like spinning a web? Is that what that is? Hold on. I was sorry, people, but I didn't have my fan. I didn't have my fan going. Sam weighs 60 pounds. I had no idea. That is a big dog. Bruce Cook says, yo, hello, Bruce. Welcome to the lifeboat. Good to see you. Boy, look at all the hello Bruces. Seventh Son says, on my tombstone, I wanted to say, failed to forward chain letter to 5 friends. No one even remembers what a chain letter is anymore. Seventh, you got to be really old to even know what one of those letters is. Why, thank you, Luna, Pocket Bully. I am your favorite streamer. What a kind thing to say, man. I really appreciate that. I'm not even my mom's favorite streamer. That's pretty impressive. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Because Johnny's always been the favorite. The woman next door to me is a golf widow. Her husband got run over by a Volkswagen. Wow. Wow. That was awful. See, Tampa Bay not man gets it. Yeah. A lot of you have Madagascar hissing cockroaches. There are people who keep these things as pets, you know. Snotface says, next year is our cicada year in Illinois. I'm terrified. Cicadas are what? Is that every 7 years, Snot? What's the deal with that? I think it's every 7 years. I've been sober for 7 years. July 1st, 2016 was the date, the last time I used heroin, and was the end of a 15-year opiate and heroin addiction. Bruce, congratulations for you. Awesome. That is absolutely awesome. So let's see here. You've been sober for 7 years. You quit so I quit in 2015. We're close to our sobriety dates. My drug of choice was also opiates, and I had been on several decades. The only time that those runners would end is when I became incarcerated. But it is such an honor to have you on the boat, man. For real. Thank you. And thank you for sharing. When my husband heard the thing about spiders, he said, we all need emotional support, leeches, and tapeworms. Sorry, guys. Not sorry. Warabi says, how dare someone say get over it? They can shut up. I agree with you. If someone is telling you to get over it, it's almost more than a shut up. That's one of those people that you take aside and say, are you serious? Honestly. Yeah, maybe they're just not worth dealing with until you're happy. That is not, no friend would ever say that. I understand. Look, sometimes we really pull inside, right? If you lose someone that means the world to you, sometimes you pull so deeply inside that you break off from society, and you have friends who care deeply for you who are saying things like, you know what, I care about you, and I don't want to see you, sort of become a shut-in or anything else. There's a way to do that nicely. But hey, hasn't it been enough time? You need to get over it. That person's a jackwagon, a full-on, no joke jackwagon, and should be treated as such, because that's awful. That really is. That is awful. Thank you, Goddess Divine. That sums it up. I'll repeat myself. An emotional support animal is not a service animal. should not be conflated or confused. An emotional support animal is a pet. Okay. So what you're saying is, a in order for one of those animals to be like a support animal, it would be like a seeing eye dog or something like that, where it is actually doing something physical to assist you, kind of a thing. I get what you're saying. I'll be honest. I get quite a lot from Squirrel. Squirrel goes out of her way to keep me somewhat sane. He was the grandson of one of the dogs who played in Homeward Bound. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. I got it for your information, Tommy, but I didn't see what that information was supposed to be. So you might have to repeat yourself. I'm terribly sorry. Bruce, it's an honor to have you here. I mean that, man. Really, really happy you're here. Marissa sums it up. No one has any right to tell you to get over anything, people, right? That's just not how it works. And you shouldn't be getting over. We learn to move. We learn to cope, and we learn to accept. But we don't get over it. Would you want to? Would you want to get over somebody? I mean, that's a terrible concept to me. I don't want to get over. Want to get over anything like that. Certainly don't want to get over the people that I love. A man tried to sell me a coffin yesterday. I told him that's the last thing I need. That one wasn't so bad, Seventh. I kind of like that one. Full of Hope agrees. She says, you're on fire. Quiet Girl, an announcement. Tommy, Carol Klingentarg, heard her, has started her own YouTube channel. I'm needing a meeting recovery. Awesome shows. Yes, I got an email about that. Did everybody catch that? If I could get one of our wrenches to please put up a link up there as well. I have told Carol Klingon that I am very much looking forward to coming on her show. I would like to do, if she will have me, I would love to do a cameo where I could come on and talk. And same thing, would love to get everybody. Everyone should be aware of everybody that's out there that's putting a channel together, because it will be so much support. And you know what, man, maybe, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Maybe the next person is going to be so much better for some people and maybe not so good for others, but right. The more, the better. This should be huge. There can't be enough channels out there right now trying to help people get sober. There you go. See that, everybody? That's how you get to Carol's YouTube channel, which has got a great name, if you ask me. Needing a meeting. I think that's awesome. Sorry. Michelle. Excuse me. Michelle says, after losing my brother to a homicide almost 20 years ago, I joined a support group, and it truly saved my sanity. I also called it learning how to live my new normal. Yeah, I mean, I love the new normal expression. The C+ math thing really bummed me out because they just kept saying it over and over again. But that really is the best description, because we don't get over things, right? That's not what happens. What we do instead is we develop a new normal, and that's something that we have to get used to. John Swarovski says, I didn't send that hat. Are you referring to this hat? This one? No, hold on. Let me see here. Okay. I thought I had another hat here, but apparently I don't. I'll be saving it for the next one. I've got another really fantastic hat, but I won't be wearing that today. Anik Alexander said, I had Lyme disease. I hate ticks. Ooh, Lyme's disease is terrible. That really is. That's serious stuff. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. You don't have to get over it. You don't have to get over it. Love never dies. It's something that you shouldn't get over. You learn to to move on, and you learn to live. But it's different. Marissa, have a good night. No apology necessary. I hope you have a great night's sleep. I wonder if we can have emotional support cats too. Yes, I have seen it done, seen it on airplanes. You're right, Amy B. Everyone's experiences are different and everybody recovers differently. Dog just bit leg. Oh, that's no good. Someone is gracing our chats. Well, how kind of them. Pardon me, people, but I need to. I won't. Yeah, that's right. Just a quick clear out here. Hold on. Oh goodness. Sorry. Sorry about that. And that, people, is the coolest concept in the world. This show is brought to you by. Actually, it should be. They should be paying me because that stuff's the greatest thing in the world. Sorry about that. But it had to happen. I'm a little stepped up. Wife, he died of natural causes. The detective says, you pushed him off the roof. Wife says, gravity is natural, right? Something to that. All right, people, that brings us to the very top of the hour. In fact, it brings us a little bit more than the top of the hour. My dad had pancreatic cancer and survived. Oh my God. Wow, that's fantastic. Don't stop fighting. He survived and just turned 89. It is not a life sentence. Keep fighting. We are here for you. That's amazing. God bless your dad, man. For real. God bless him. That is one that people really struggle to beat, but that is fantastic. Thank you, Yankee Kyle. He says, congratulations on 10,000 subs, and congratulations, Yankee Kyle, on 35 years of sobriety, my friend. Very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. Let's see here. I don't want to miss anybody, but we are past the one that, boy, did we get, our chat was cooking. Tommy, I have been drug-free. Yes, you have. 35 years. If we could put up the Carol Klingon link one more time so that people can hit subscribe, please. We'd love to support Carol. So if we could get that put up there one more time. I need you to know how amazing your username is. Warabi, I agree with you. Carol Klingon Targ Herder. Very, very cool. You realize it is impossible to even catch up with how fast you guys have all been. Boy, have we had a lot of stuff here. I believe that my neck being fused on 3 levels before my wreck helped save my life. That very well could be the case. Virginia, the lifeboat loves you. I mean that. Hello, Gypsy. My mom started a bunch of AA meetings in Atlanta like 40 years ago. She would be proud of you. Why, thank you. I'm sure she would be very proud of you as well. We're so glad that you are here. Tampa, be not man. I'm not fooling anybody here. Sorry. I just have such fun with that. All right. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing anything before I sign off. But at the speed that you guys are doing this, I could be doing this all night long, all night long. Let's see. I miss it. Wow. Wow. Hey, CK, I wouldn't even know where to have to start, my friend. I don't have any idea what the name of Lemmy's new channel is. So if I could help you, you could reach out to him. Does anyone here know Lemmy's? If it's not Let Me Audit You, that's not the name of his channel. I think it's still Let Me Audit You, CK. You might want to check that one. Could somebody, what is it? Pulling No Punches or something like that? Pulling, I don't remember what the other one was, but try Let Me Audit You, CK. Okay. It's true, Beth. Squirrel lets me live in her house. There's a lot of truth to that. Let's see if I'm missing anybody. If I'm missing anybody, my goodness, a lot of comments. All right, everyone, we are at the, yeah, I'm never going to catch up. We're at the top of the hour. Galactic Star Bunny, please email me, please. Weaning off gamma hydroxybutyrate is one thing, but if you're booty rocket, if you're doing booty rockets ketamine, please reach out to me. That is a frightening thing to be doing and to be doing that way. Please be careful, huh? Please be careful. That people overdose with that stuff. There's the amount of mucous membranes that you have in there. It can be really, really unpredictable. Please be careful. Please be careful. Reach out. Do what, if not to me, to somebody, please, because that's, yeah, please. That's a dangerous. Yeah, that's dangerous. Please reach out to me. Let's see if we can get you talking to someone that can work with you on that, because that is, wow, is there a lot of comments? Sorry, people. I know I'm. Angela Stork says we need more channels like this one that focuses on uplift and support rather than fear and negativity. Keep it up. Thank you. I'm trying, people, and that really is what I'm trying to do. It's not always going to work. Not everyone is always going to love the direction that I take this. And very early on, I let everybody name the channel, and I let everybody determine when we were going to go live. And I let a lot of people. Thank you so much, Nick. Love you, Noise Opera. And I let everybody weigh in. And I think it was a good thing. I really do. I think it was the smartest decision that I ever made. It allowed ownership of the boat to really be something that everybody. Thank you, Full of Hope, for the iPad fund. My poor iPad that Squirrel destroyed. She has killed 2 iPads in a week, 2 weeks. She's something. But Pacifist. There you go, CK. His other channel is called Pass a Fist. PASSAF. Like, there you go, right there. Give that one a try. All righty. Thank you so much, Seventh, for looking that up for me. Need a meeting is a great idea for people in recovery. I love the name. I really do. I love the name. Full of Hope says, I told Lemmy to reach out. So, Seventh Son says, Lemmy's arrest video is premiering now. Tell you what we're going to do. If that's the case, then if that's premiering right now, then I'm going to shut this off, and we can sort of love bomb. Everybody can head over there at the same time, so to speak, if that makes sense. So if we can get, it's every once in a while. Yeah, that would be great. So why don't we all see if we can just head over to let's see if we can head over to Lemmy's now for the live feed. All right. Everybody get that? So we're gonna head over right now to 7th. Is that at Let Me Audit You, or is that at Pacifist? Anyone? Yeah, I'm trying to, hun, but I don't know. I'd like to love bomb them. I'd like to bring everybody over at once. I don't know. 7th. Do you know where we're going? Let me see something here. You know what? The pacifist. All right, everybody got that? Everybody got that? Pass a fist. So, everybody, let's head on. He's not there. Well, I'm trying. If it's not pacifist, let's see what it is. It is called okay, let me audit you. It's at Let Me Audit You then, people. Apparently, Let Me Audit You is where it is. All right. If I could get Lemmy's link one more time right now up there, please. I believe that I got that from ZW. Zenwen. It's not pacifist, unfortunately, CK. It looks like it's on the other one. So we're going to have to try there. Everybody get that? It is not on that one. It is on. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm Captain Tommy Scoville. Do me a favor. Have a great night. All right. And I'll see most of you on the next one. God bless.